When I was a child, I thought that there was something wrong with me because I found it really hard to relate to the people around me. I felt like the world was just too harsh, too cold, and maybe even abrasive. And I remember when I got into my teenage years, I felt like because there was something wrong with me that I needed to eliminate my natural tendencies. I did my best to keep up with the pace of life. I thought that I had to be more outgoing, more fun. So I started partying. Unfortunately, I got into bad relationships. And I just did my best to be a go-getter, I guess you could say. But I honestly couldn't keep up with the pace. I just always felt so burnt out. And because I was constantly exhausted, I thought that there was something wrong with me again. Because even when I became older, I started to be more aware and take care of my diet and health. But for some reason, that didn't help me with my energy levels at all. And otherwise, I was a pretty healthy person, so I couldn't figure out why I was always feeling this way. But then I realized that I may have taken care of my diet and my health, but I didn't take care of my emotional, mental, and energetic health. I didn't realize it until I got older that I was just a highly sensitive person, and that's why this world seemed overwhelming to me. It wasn't until I took a fast-paced, high-pressure job to break me down that I had to reflect and find out what I really needed for myself. I needed to figure out what was best for me and not what society said was best for me. And so I had to really dig deep. And that could explain why I was so sensitive about everything, especially in my environment. And so when I started to learn more about it, what suited me best, I had to learn to slow down my life. I had to look at each area of my life and see where I can customize it to my own needs and start honoring that. But I think the hardest part of figuring all this out is to actually have the courage to own it and to live into it. Because I've been such a people pleaser and always cared so much about what people thought, I found it really challenging to do that, to have the courage to live into it. I guess because I had always felt like something was wrong with me, I needed to learn to heal that aspect of myself, to learn to accept myself more rather than trying to hide and trying to repress that side of me. I had to learn to be okay with my quiet, contemplative nature and to give myself more space to be alone and give myself extra time to recharge as I need to. Because I definitely feel a lot better when I do those things. So I came to realize that there's nothing wrong with me. I was just living in a way that didn't suit me, that didn't honor who I am. It's been quite the journey to get here, a journey of self-discovery with a lot of growing pains, but also with a lot more self-acceptance. And it's definitely been worth it. So if you haven't already, I hope you find the courage to live in a way that's true to you. And maybe you'll find a sense of peace and happiness that you've been looking for.